Hello everyone.
Our show.
Hi everyone.
Hello everyone.
Our show Khakee, the Bengal Chapter, is out on Netflix.
And IMDb has told us that you have some questions for us. So go ahead.
What was your reaction when you read the script for the first time?
The entire series, when I read it, it looked very intriguing, very engaging on papers itself. So I thought when it's going to translate into onto screen, I'm sure like it's going to look great. And that's what the reactions we are getting now, and we are happy about it.
I was very excited to have gotten this part, which is of that of a politician, leader of the opposition, very strong woman.
What was the first reaction when you read the script, considering you wrote the script?
It was a happy moment that the script was happening and we were exploring new things and there was this excitement that we want to tell more. Kitna dal sakte hai, and I think by then we'd already decided ki, we'd met you and we knew what we were getting into, and it was really exciting, and we were keeping our fingers crossed that we have a great experience shooting.
मतलब the writer, after writing the script, got clarity about the script after meeting us.
After meeting us, मतलब सोचो.
नहीं ऐसा कहा नहीं, but आपको कहा मतलब वो ठीक है.
The complexity of the character or Atrika made me say yes, because as an actor I felt that there's so much to emote and perform.
I think the first time I read the script, the first thought in my head was ki who's playing Jeet.
Yeah.
And it really it was something that was very important for me.
Just like Ritwik, मेरे भी दिमाग में यही था कि सागोर कौन play कर रहा है. 10 minutes down the conversation, I was happy that we are in a good place.
Yes.
Another thing that was on my mind when I read the script was कि ये कैसे बोलूँगा मैं? The dialect, the language, that challenge.
दवाई ते किसी की मत सुन, फाटिए देते साला.
But thankfully, again, we guys were in great hands.
Literally, while we were doing readings, I used to look into his lines and I used to look at him and I used to just go कि भाई ये कैसे बोलोगे आप? ये तो मैं भी नहीं बोल पा रहा हूँ और मुझे तो बांग्ला आती है.
हाँ, correct.
Tell us something interesting that happened on the sets of Khakee, the Bengal Chapter.
I'll tell you a funny story. There's a sequence in the show where a lot of massacres are happening. Certain characters on a rampage and lots of deaths are happening. उसमें से एक character है जिनकी मृत्यु का scene है ये, और उन बेचारों को ना बहुत ही एक लंबा टेक मिल गया. उनको दो फ्लोर दौड़ के balcony से कूद के अपने आप को बचाना था.
दिलावर.
हाँ जी, और उस दिन सेट पे लंच में बहुत सारी फिश करी भी आई हुई थी. तो उन्होंने बड़े खुशी से दबा के फिश करी खाई है. उसके बाद वो फिश करी उनके अंदर जो फिश बोल बन के
जो मछली जल की रानी है, जीवन उसका पानी है, हुआ उनके पेट के अंदर.
और उनको सीन से पहले खानी है, आप सोचिए. But it was hilarious because Tusharda was with his camera running through the house, going 2 floors, one shot take ले रहे हैं वो, उसमें action हो रहा है, multiple characters है, but जो character जिनकी मृत्यु और जिनका chase scene है, उन बेचारों ने बहुत ज़्यादा खाना खा लिया था और वो हर 10 मिनट बाद ये करते रह गए.
What a sad story, man. It's not funny. It is absolutely not funny.
It was funny in retrospect.
Yeah,
It was funny in retrospect. But I'm sure if he's also listening to this story right now, he would also have a smile on his face.
It's a learning moment. I think whenever you do action, don't eat too much lunch.
Definitely
Don't
not
have too
fish
much
curry.
lunch. Yeah,
If
not
he's
too much
watching the scene while eating fish curry, he might just do that again.
Which was the most challenging scene for you?
I guess we read the script and we really liked our part so much that we were nervous for others. कि अगर सच में घुस गए तो क्या होगा?
क्या करेंगे? नहीं, नर्वसनेस ये थी कि यार ये रंजीत सागर करने के बाद क्या बाहर आ पाएंगे?
हाँ, ये सच में,
हाँ,
ये नर्वसनेस सच
थी.
में थी. ये थोड़ी सी ये एक कंसर्न तो था. अगर असली जिंदगी में आपका एक रिश्ता बन जाता है को एक्टर के साथ, तो एक वो डर रहता है कि कहीं वो रियल लाइफ में वो इमोशंस कहीं सीप इन ना हो जाए. बट थैंक गॉड वो नहीं हुआ. एंड आई रियली गिव द क्रेडिट टू भाई, टू Adil, for being one of the most generous people that I've ever worked with, and every night he made sure that I chilled with him and we spent some time rehearsing. We had dinners together just to make sure that life is fine, life is simple, and we are still friends.
Yeah.
No, I didn't find anything challenging per se. I thought when you enjoy doing something which you have chosen yourself to be a part of, then in that case, whatever comes your way, you have to take it as a challenge.
The happy thing about this show is a lot of it has actually turned into fruition. Like, exactly the way we had imagined. Obviously, मुझे ऐसा लगता है 70-80% भी पहुंच जाए तो I'm in a very happy place that way.
There is this one scene in which she stands and gives a speech. There's a huge crowd there. I don't even know, 300 or 400 people. A lot of junior artists, and it was a very hot afternoon. Some people had fainted and all that. And I was anyway dreading doing this scene, like right from the beginning, because your speech and all of that, you know, there's a projection is very, very difficult for somebody who's a cinema artist. It's a huge effort. That was the one thing which was very scary, and when I reached there on set and I actually went up, 200, 300 people in front of you, even if we are shooting, but it just felt so real that I got nervous.
I was never nervous, but I was very excited because the first time I'm doing some action and, you know.
What was your takeaway from Khakee the Bengal Chapter?
Firstly, it's a very well-made series. As a watch, of course, it was very entertaining, very engaging. When I got cast in this, of course, I understood where it will go.
Oh, I just absolutely love the show, and I think Avinash did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
And it was a very, very engaging show.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The storyline, how it was created. And I mean, it's from the same family, तो वो भी हमारे cousin भाई हैं. चंदन मातो is like a brother to us.
Correct.
हाँ, तो great show यार. But because Khakee the Bengal chapter, उसकी पूरी storyline different है. It's a completely fresh story and everything. So we were more involved in that space, in that world.
You know, it was kind of responsibility which we all felt that, you know, we want to take it ahead. Maybe, you know, at par, or maybe there's no comparison, of course. But yeah, we want to make it a series of maybe people will remember.
If there was no Bihar chapter, I don't think Bengal chapter would have been there.
Correct.
So it's an amazing show, great show, very big responsibility to create the next show. Our plan always was to at least, you know, make a great show, good show, an entertaining show. Bihar chapter is all love, love. Isme I will also try to add in Neeraj ji, who had great faith in us as directors, as writers, in great faith in all the actors, and we practically got so much independence to go shoot in Calcutta, do as we like.
Whose performance fascinated you the most?
I think Sir's performance is my favorite.
He performed so well. But if I have to really pick one scene and talk about it, so that would be our scene, the pre-climax scene, जिसमें हम लोगों का confrontation होता है. वो मेरा favorite है, and for a lot of reasons. It was one magical day, the way we both connected at that point of time in front of the camera, and the magic which happened, the give and take of emotions which happened between the two of us, and then the drama that got built up between the two of us. That scene will stay with me throughout my life.
Same.
I feel Shashwat is quite amazing in some scenes. That madness that man manages. I mean, of course, you know, I'm sitting with the man who's like literally spearheaded the whole series. Of course, there is him. But I'm saying besides us who are sitting here, I would say I think he's quite amazing.
There's this brilliant switch on and switch off camera, and, you know, when he's performing as Arjun Moithro, it's amazing to see that एक पल में कुछ और जैसे एक्शन हुआ तब he has become like, you know, he always becomes that.
That's with all actors.
Yeah,
that's not
I
only
mean,
with me. She's being kind towards me.
No,
but
but
this is with most of the efficient, talented actors.
Yeah.
When you portray a character, you should look like a character.
Yeah.
That's their job. That's their responsibility.
I think every performer that's been on the show has done superlative performances, and it only comes when they love the craft.
This is the speciality of our series. I feel that I can proudly say that, you know, smallest of the smallest character has played their part with so much of brilliance and honesty that choosing one name would be wrong on my part.
Everybody are like so talented. सब तगड़े कलाकार हैं यहाँ, किसी को आप छोड़ नहीं सकते. अगर आपको सीन मिल जाएगा तो चित्रांगदा भी फाड़ सकती है, आकांक्षा भी फाड़ चुकी है. ऐसा है.
What was the most fun part of playing a gangster in the series?
Mira, I think my funnest experience about playing a gangster is there was a time when I was laden with blood and I was walking around the streets of Kolkata going from the van to the set and to the locations, and it was all live locations. तो वहाँ पे actual public भी थी. तो वो public shooting देखने आई थी, वो बेचारे लोग. तो वो shooting देख रहे हैं और पीछे से मैंने बस बोला कि एक तो side दिन, and they would turn around and go. I loved that reaction. Just that reaction from people was just astounding. And they used to just look at me like this, and they used to murmur amidst each other. बंगाली में कहते थे कि मेरे से ना ये मार नहीं कि ये मारने जा रहे हैं, ये मार खा के आया है.
After Bihar and Bengal chapter, which state should be the setting for the next web series?
Third part will be Bengal, Khakee the Bengal Chapter Part 2.
बंगाल चैप्टर का 2 नहीं बना सकते क्या वापस से
Bengal 1.5.
बंगाल 1.5
I really think that we should also explore Northeast. Yeah.
हाँ यार why not
Why not in Arunachal chapter or
Arunachal, yeah,
Nagaland chapter?
yeah,
or-
absolutely.
I think any state is fun.
Every
I
state
think
is-
every state is so different. That's the beauty with India.
That's the
You
state
know,
of
any,
India.
Yeah, any state.
Oh my
you-
God! There should be an Avengers of Khakee, and it should be called the India chapter, where all the
chapter.
cops come and all
Yeah.
the villains
Don't
come.
spoil
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Don't spoil
yeah.
it. Don't spoil it for the audience.
मैंने बोल दिया है आप रोल तो नहीं कर रहे?
Next would be
The mental chapter.
Khakee the mental state chapter.
Because I come from Rajasthan, I want to do a maybe Khakee
The Rajasthan
Rajasthan chapter.
The Rajasthan chapter. Then I
Yeah.
will take the UP chapter.
I am Sindhi, I have no land, I am landless. I am good with Bengal.
India chapter.
Right.
How often do you use IMDb? And what is your experience using it?
Oh my God, how often? Like all the time. Who doesn't use IMDb?
Oh, we were using it an hour back.
Yeah, it gives the right idea of, before you watch a show or a film, it tells you the right things, that you need to know. It's very authentic. There's a lot of credibility.
We use it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean the list, the 250 best films. That's what started
Yeah.
all of us. I think when we started off, that is the go-to list where you watch
Correct.
all the
ये
films.
सारे देख रहे हैं.
You want to know about anyone? Just you write the name and you get all the details.
And IMDb is like the Google of,
Cinema.
But thank you so much for this IMDb. It was such a good experience having this conversation.
Please do watch our series Khakee the Bengal chapter.
Please watch Khakee on Netflix. It is already out.
And once you've watched it, please do leave the reviews on IMDb, and we are waiting to read them, so do that.